Hey y'all, how you guys doing? Welcome to Get It Right. I'm T, and you already know what it is. We car chat about Liv's life mainly, but one of my very loyal subscribers reached out on my last video, and I just want to give y'all an update of what's going on with me because somebody asked. So honestly, and I think I talked about this, I got tired of talking about Olivia, and the way YouTube works and like the whole like analytics things, they push my Liv's life content out because Liv's life is a very popular topic here on YouTube. So whenever I would like veer off to discuss other things, it wouldn't go. Like, I have a few people who are loyal to like my school content and all that, but it's not as like as much as the Liv's life content, and that's just me being honest. Okay, so boom, I got tired of talking about Liv's life. Like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Especially after her shenanigans with the pregnant and homeless, right? I was like, no, I'm not doing this no more. Like, I needed to just pivot. You understand what I'm saying? And so I pretty much stopped recording videos. Like, that's just the gist of it. And also, while I was getting refocused and pivoting, I decided to start up basically go back to school. I'll just say that. I'm going back to school. And this leads me into Liv's life in her latest plan, I guess, for lack of better words. So Liv's life tells us that she is wanting to become a CNA. A CNA is a certified nursing assistant, okay? And the primary role of a certified nursing assistant is to basically help people in nursing homes, facilities, and skilled nursing facilities, hospitals, and maybe like some home health agencies, is to go around and help people with ADLs, which is just like daily living things like showering, eating, getting dressed, maybe, walking if they need assistance walking, stuff like that. That's basically what the role of a CNA. It is okay, so background. I have a LVN license, okay? And what I could say is that nursing is not a glamorous job. It affords a glamorous lifestyle, but it's not a glamorous job. And so a CNA is just that entry level into the medical field. Like, it's basically the lowest position to get your foot in the door in the medical field. And I don't know Liv's life. I only know what I know of her from what she's put out here. And I'm just surprised, honestly, to say that she's like, I'm going to be a CNA. And it could be the influence around her, because you are who you are with. You are who you hang around, in my opinion. So, for instance, this is the perfect example. I work at a school, okay? I work around educated people, teachers, counselors, speech language pathologists, that kind of thing. You understand what I'm saying? So naturally, I am going back to school to obtain a cert in one of those things. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's literally who I'm around all the time. That's what they're talking about. That's what we're talking about all the time. That's what's involved in our daily lives. So I think that I'm not saying the same thing happened to Liv's life because I don't know, but I am gonna go ahead and assume that maybe she has a friend or a family member or somebody that she knows who is telling her, hey, you could do this. You know, it's a steady, stable career. The program is like, I don't know, I think out here in California you could probably get a CNA in like 6 weeks. I don't know what it is in other states, and it's very, very easy to get a job. Okay, and that's what I was going to talk about next, the education part of CNA. I know I'm kind of all over the place. I hope you guys are following me. Let me know in the comments if you follow. So licensing for a CNA, it requires you complete a program, probably have a high school diploma or something equivalent, and so many externship hours, which you should get in your program. Externship is when you like go do work in the role for a period of time, probably without pay, and a background check with the state, and you're licensed. And I don't think CNAs have to do CEs, which is basically just keeping up your license with courses throughout the year. I don't believe that's required, but it may be. Okay, but I think just working so many hours a year in the field will keep your license current, if I'm not mistaken. And in my state, you have to pay a fee to renew your license every year. And in California, the shit is ridiculous. I don't even want to talk about it. But that's what Liv's life is saying she wants to do. She also got approved for a 2-bedroom apartment, which I think she'll be moving in this weekend, which is what she said. Now listen, we have to take everything this lady says with a grain of salt and just watch rather than listen, because she has been known to try to throw us off. You understand what I'm saying? But her goal is to finish a CNA program and before she births her 6th child, which is totally possible. Again, let's go back to that last video. Liv, if this is something you really want to do, babe, you're gonna have to stick to the script. And one thing I can tell you, because I'm personally doing it right now, and I've done it before, but right now my focus, let me just say this, I went to nursing school while I was raising a young family. No, I was not a single mom. But honey, when I tell you, it was the hardest thing I'd ever done in my life. And I've done some things in my life. Like I've done things in my life. Nursing school, full-time, while raising a family, full-time, and working part-time was the hardest thing I've ever did in my life. It literally drove me crazy. And not to mention, around that time, my life, there was a lot going on. So it was very difficult. I barely made it, to say the least. Girl, I barely made it. And I got stories about nursing school that I could tell y'all for days, but I digress, okay? This time around, when I'm back in school, I have a family, but my kids are grown, okay? They doing their own thing. They're in college. My husband is settled in his career. I'm way more mature, way much older than I was. And I'm so focused. Like, I actually want to do good in school. This is the first time in my life I've ever wanted to have an A. Like, I'm usually like, oh, I passed. Just passed. Like, just give me the C. C's to get degrees. You understand what I'm saying? I'm focused. Like, I have this mentality of like, I'm not going to stop until I'm finished. And I got a couple years, nothing crazy, but I'm very focused, okay? I say that to say, when you are a single mom, raising a family, and you're in school, your shit gotta be tight. You have to be focused. Like, It ain't no 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, it's a strict program, or at least it should be. That's how you're going to be successful. That's how you're going to make it through your program. Routines are important. Last week, I had to take my mom to an appointment, so I missed my lecture. And usually, when I go to lecture, I get out of lecture, I get lunch, I come home, I study, right? So I had to take my mom to a doctor's appointment. So my whole day was thrown off. I'm behind now. That was a week ago. I'm behind now because I did not, you know what I'm saying? So I just, I'm in my mind, I'm like, Olivia, girl, you got to get that routines and structures. It's a strict program. CNA may be easy. I don't know. I never did it before. But you still have to have a laser focused and strict program when you are in school raising a family. I'm sorry. It just is what it is in anything you do. Okay. So, yeah. I will. Okay. So where we are, about a week out from this lady being out of jail. And I will say her demeanor is it's different. I'll say that. And it sounds like she has a plan. Again, if you watch my last video, you know what happens with plans. Because Olivia, something will pop off or something will upset her or make her sad or whatever. And this girl will abandon that apartment and hop up and move to Florida in 3 days. And you'll be like, wait, what? And in my opinion, this is what has stalled her emotions. I talked about this in my last video. So to my one loyal subscriber, I love you, girl. Thank you so much for being here. I'm not saying just I only have one loyal subscriber. I know I have more than that, but y'all probably in the bushes, and that's fine. I love y'all too. But this lady pops out all the time. So I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much. Keep coming back. Keep watching. If I'm ever going to just like completely leave YouTube, I will let you know. But right now we back on the Liv's Life content. I'm going to be sprinkling in some school stuff and back with the outfits. I'm going to show y'all what I got on today because it's actually really cute. But since I've been in school, you guys, I have not been focused on nothing but school. I ain't been getting dressed like that. I have bought a couple purses this year. Shame on me. I know. I went the whole 2025 and I only bought one bag. So 2026 hit and I don't know what happened to me, y'all. I bought 2 luxury bags within 2 weeks. Okay, so like I don't know what I'm doing. No, I'm just kidding. But I got a couple trips planned in the spring and in the summer. So I hope to be taking y'all along. We discussed this before. I really am not the kind of person that records while I'm experiencing stuff because I really like to just live in the moment, and it's hard for me to pick up my phone and be recording and focus on trying to make a video when I'm out here in these streets, girl. Plus my family be like, no, they don't want to be on camera, and I respect that. So we'll see, but I'm not gonna abandon y'all. I promise, okay? Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye. Oh, make sure you check out my short. I'm going to show y'all my outfit when I get to school. Bye.